Have you ever asked why we're not seeing explosive multiplication like we read about in Acts? I believe that we are experiencing the beginnings of an awakening in this nation, and there's a new boldness being released for the harvest. But are we missing something? Numerically, the church in Australia is on a decline. Could we be seeing far more people coming to Christ? What is the Four Fields, and why could it be a game changer for our nation? We have an unprecedented opportunity to host an Australian first, a Four Fields intensive with some of my heroes. They are catalysts that are sparking movements that will blow your mind. Over the past few decades, there has been an explosion of discipleship multiplication happening globally. In a relatively short time, multiple millions have been saved and baptized through these movements. This has sparked a global army of disciple makers that has been referred to as No Place Left. At the cutting edge of the No Place Left movement is prolific author Steve Addison and movement catalyst Troy Cooper. Through their videos, we've learned tools like the 3 circles, where we have seen hundreds make decisions for Christ. Troy designed a tool called the 411. After watching his video online, we took the 411 and trained a young man who had just received Christ. Within 1 week, he led 5 of his friends to Jesus.
Multiplication.
We started to see more fruit like Heather, who in just a few weeks was healed,
The pain has gone.
baptized, and trained, and reaching out, seeing healings herself. Yaneli was able to take the training back to Peru and led 45 people to Christ and formed 2 groups. We started training in Australia, the US, and other nations, and we were amazed every time by the results.
35 decisions for Christ in just 1 hour.
The fruit continued to pour in.
You were involved with Hinduism. You've renounced everything else.
Holy Spirit, we just baptize you right now.
13 children can give their hearts to the Lord.
But we keep hearing stories of significant leaders globally who are having incredible impact on nations who were sparked after attending the very same Four Fields intensive that we're about to host. Augie attended a Four Fields training around 1.5 years ago. He ran with the training throughout South America, and the impact was astounding.
This year and a half is about 500 new churches started.
Troy and the team took the Four Fields training to Canada and met Denny McKay.
And I got to meet Troy Cooper, got a training in Four Fields, and I just thought, how did I miss this? Less than 8 months, over 600 Filipinos in Winnipeg come to Christ.
After Four Fields intensive, Jacob Vine's life and nation were changed forever.
I moved to Haiti to be a church planter with a traditional strategy. We weren't reaching lost people. Came to a 4-day, 4-field intensive, changed everything for me, discovering from His Word Jesus' kingdom strategy, entering empty fields, sowing the seed of the gospel, to discipleship of churches, and raising up leaders to do the same thing. We see it throughout the New Testament.
Jacob and his team have seen explosive growth from 80,000 baptisms, most in the last year, and have equipped Haitians just like Jeffy.
Jeffy is 22 years old, he's from Haiti, and he's seen 7,000 house churches birthed.
We are tremendously privileged to be a part of an Australian first, to have Steve Addison, Troy Cooper, and the team invest into us for a full 4-day, Four Fields intensive. I believe that we are positioned strategically in the world to spark movements here and globally. It's Australia's time. If you burn for this, join us to make history in Australia.